The city was alive. A vibrant pulse throbbed beneath the neon glow. Laughter echoed from bustling restaurants. Cars hummed through crowded streets. It was a night like any other, until it wasn't. A blood-red glow erupted on the horizon, staining the night sky. Flames devoured the Starline district, turning concrete and steel into a raging inferno. Panic flooded the streets as a monstrous fire, unlike anything witnessed before, consumed the heart of the city. The air crackled with heat, the acrid smell of smoke choking the life out of the city's joy. Buildings, once symbols of prosperity, transformed into skeletal remains consumed from the inside out. The fire spread with an unnatural speed, fueled by an unseen hunger. It was as if the flames themselves had a mind, a purpose in their chaotic dance. This was no ordinary fire. A siren's wail pierced through the pandemonium. Firefighters, valiant knights of the urban jungle, charged into the inferno. Water roared from their hoses, a futile effort against the inferno's relentless advance. Each drop of water seemed to evaporate before it could quench the insatiable flames. The heat was unbearable, pushing them to their physical limits. Confusion clouded their usually decisive actions. The fire defied all known behavior, leaping across streets, ignoring fire breaks, almost as if it chose its path. Years of experience meant nothing against this monstrous blaze. A chilling realization dawned upon them. This was no accident. They were battling something sinister, something far more dangerous than they could have ever imagined. Amidst the chaos, a lone figure stood observing the inferno, his steely gaze betraying a mind working overtime. Detective Michael McTee, a man forged in the fires of countless investigations, had stared down corruption and chaos before, but nothing could have prepared him for this. The fire had a life of its own, a malevolent entity that defied explanation. The reports from the firefighters only deepened the mystery. McTee, driven by an unyielding sense of justice, knew he couldn't ignore the whispers of arson. His gut churned with a sense of foreboding. This fire was just the beginning. He could feel it in his bones. The city was no longer a safe haven. It was a tinderbox, primed for something far more sinister. Days turned into weeks. The inferno finally relented, leaving behind a trail of ash and questions. McTee, relentless in his pursuit, scoured the ruins, each brick and burnt piece of metal a silent witness. The destruction was absolute, yet within the ashes he found a whisper, a clue that refused to be silenced. A pattern emerged from the chaos, a series of seemingly unconnected fires, all leading back to the Starline district. Each fire had started in abandoned buildings, locations seemingly chosen at random, yet eerily precise in their timing. The arsonist knew the city's veins, its weak points striking with surgical precision. McTee could almost feel the calculating mind behind the flames, playing a deadly game of cat and mouse. Deep in the heart of the devastated district, shrouded in a cloak of ash and silence, lay an abandoned factory. This forgotten monument to the city's industrial past held an eerie stillness, a stark contrast to the chaos it had witnessed. The air hung heavy, thick with the ghosts of smoke and secrets. This, McTee sensed, was the belly of the beast. He stepped into the factory, his footsteps echoing in the vast emptiness. The air was thick with dust and the stench of decay. Sunlight struggled to penetrate the grime-coated windows, casting the interior in a perpetual twilight. As his eyes adjusted to the gloom, he noticed something peculiar, something that sent a chill down his spine. On the dusty floor lay a pattern, a symbol etched into the grime as if burned by an invisible hand. Section 6. The Arsonist's Script. McTee crouched down, his fingers tracing the intricate lines of the symbol. It was unfamiliar yet strangely compelling, its geometric precision hinting at a deeper meaning. This was no mere graffiti, it was a message, a calling card left by the fire starter. The air in the factory seemed to crackle with unseen energy, a palpable tension that set McTee on high alert. His gaze swept across the room, landing on a dilapidated desk tucked away in a shadowy corner. The desk, untouched by the ravages of time, seemed oddly out of place. On it lay a leather-bound journal, its pages filled with frantic scribbles and disturbing sketches. This, McTee knew, was the arsonist's diary, a window into the mind of a madman. Section 7, a conspiracy ignited. As McTee carefully leafed through the brittle pages, a horrifying narrative began to unfold. The journal spoke of a secret society, its members bound by an ancient prophecy and a thirst for chaos. They believed that by unleashing fire upon the city, they were fulfilling a grand design, purifying the world through destruction. Each fire was a sacrifice, a step closer to their ultimate goal. The journal hinted at a vast conspiracy, its tendrils reaching deep into the city's institutions. Powerful figures, their identities shrouded in shadow, were manipulating events from behind the scenes, their motives as murky as the smoke that had choked the city. McTee realized with a sickening feeling that this was bigger than he could have imagined. He was no longer chasing a solitary arsonist, but a hydra, a many-headed monster that thrived in the shadows. Section 8. Echoes of the Inferno. The fire was out, but its echoes lingered, a constant reminder of the city's vulnerability. McTee, armed with the chilling knowledge gleaned from the arsonist's journal, found himself at a crossroads. The path ahead was fraught with danger, a treacherous labyrinth where every step could lead him closer to the truth or to his doom. He knew that exposing the conspiracy would be a perilous endeavor. The society moved in silence, their influence as pervasive as the smoke that had once choked the city. They had eyes and ears everywhere, and they would stop at nothing to protect their secrets. Yet McTee was not a man to be deterred. He had stared into the abyss, and he would not blink. Section 9. The Unseen Hand. The investigation continued, a relentless pursuit of justice fueled by the ashes of a city reborn. Each lead uncovered, each witness questioned, brought McTee closer to the heart of the conspiracy. He could feel the unseen hand guiding his every move, testing his resolve, daring him to cross the line. But McTee was undeterred, driven by a burning desire to bring the perpetrators to justice. The fire had revealed the city's vulnerability, but it had also ignited a spirit of resilience. As McTee delved deeper into the conspiracy, he knew that the fight was far from over. The Inferno of Shadows still flickered, threatening to engulf the city once more. But McTee would be ready, a vigilant guardian against the darkness, a beacon of hope in the face of fear. The truth, he vowed, would be revealed, no matter the cost. The city, scarred but unbroken, would rise again from the ashes.